Hello guys again. Thank you for tuning into my channel. I decided to do a slightly different video today. I'm going to do a tutorial video on how to properly use the Truth ENB in a modded Skyrim Special Edition. So, with that being said, you probably reached this because you've already downloaded and probably installed the Truth ENB. And you've probably seen how annoying it can be to try and get the settings exactly how you want them to be. Before you do anything, before you mess around with the truth files, make sure you have ENB already installed. Because this is required for any ENB presets, and the Truth ENB is an ENB preset. Once you reach this page, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to scroll down and hit News. That's going to take you over to the main ENB site. Then once you're on this main page, you're going to go to Download. Up in the top tab here, hit Download. And you're going to scroll down until you see Graphic Modifications. You're going to click Skyrim Special Edition, this one. And then once you see this page, this is kind of where it confused me personally. But what you're going to want to do is hit these links here. You're going to want to download the latest version, 0.499 of ENB series. And once you click that button, it's going to bring you here. And just go all the way down, hit the download button, and bam. Okay. So once you have that downloaded and you get the DLLs copied into your Skyrim folder in the proper location, you can get the Truth ENB full files. So the Truth ENB files, basically, once you download them, they're going to look like this, the Truth ENB, and it's going to be in a zip folder. You're going to want to extract those, okay? So I usually just extract them in the downloads folder, and boom, there you have it, right? Nice and easy, and there it is. Now, the instructions say to copy everything from this folder into your main Skyrim Special Edition directory and overwrite anything if it asks you to overwrite. So you do that. You take these, hold control down, click on each one, copy them. You'll go to your Skyrim folder, which for me it's, if you want to quickly access your Skyrim folders, you just right click and then manage, browse local files. Boom, there you have it. And then you're just gonna click to the side and then hit the paste button. I'm not gonna do that because I've already done it and my files are already here. Okay, once you have this copied into your Skyrim folder, you'll notice it says make sure that you go into your graphics card and make sure application controlled. Make sure that anti-aliasing is set to application controlled, because you don't want anti-aliasing in your graphics card to take over. You want it to do what your application says to do. All right, now you're going to launch Skyrim. I'm using Vortex as my mod manager, so I launch it through Vortex. But you use your own mod manager, okay? It's going to take a second, so don't freak out if it doesn't immediately pop up. Okay, so that took a second. So don't freak out if it takes longer than usual for Skyrim to launch. It will take a little bit longer, but you should see this message up top that says, new ENB series version available for download. That's how you know that it was installed correctly. Assuming all things worked, assuming your mod list isn't broken, which thankfully mine isn't yet, you can launch your game. And you can kind of probably already see some effects going on here. Basically, I have the Truth ENB installed. What it does is it just basically improves the graphics on the back end. So once the game spits out the graphics, the ENB takes over and post-processes it and then gives you a nicer, cleaner version with nice graphics. I don't know why he's so bright. Holy fuck. Okay. So what you want to do next is you want to pick a place to sit, kind of in the way. Oh God.
So what now?
Alright, so what you want to do next is, in order to actually access your ENB settings, you hit Shift and hold Enter. Hold Shift and hit Enter, and that opens up this box. Now notice opening this window did not disable the game.
Let's get going.
I can still run around and do things, and this is kind of a problem because, you know, you might accidentally hit somebody while you're messing around in the settings, like this. You don't really want that to happen, right? That's undesirable. So what I usually do is, if you look at the sky or look at something that you want to tweak in terms of visual effects, you can hit the console command, open window, and that'll actually freeze the game for you. Let's wait 2 hours. Let's make it 10 o'clock. Alright, so you see it's really dark now. You may not like this, and this is why I made this video. You can change this. You can change how dark it is at night. Like, see, you can't even see the College of Winterhold there, and I don't like that. So I'm going to go into ENB Effect FX over here, shader parameters. If you don't see shader parameters, you need to click this box right here under enbseries.ini. That's going to bring up the show shaders window option, and that is the checkbox you need to click in order to get this window to come up. It's called shader parameters. Now you need to look in ENB Effect here, and you can see I've made some changes. Well, not those, but these. I've made some changes here to the numbers to get different saturation values and different brightness values. Since it is night, you can actually choose this. This is what you want to look at if you want to change the overall brightness of any time of day. Color brightness at night. Interior. Okay, we need exterior. Color brightness, exterior, night. Come over here and you can actually change the brightness of night to it whatever you want it to be. Yeah, so I set it to 7. You obviously don't want that, but you can tweak it how you like, and you know, maybe that looks good to you. 1.74. Let's say you want to settle on that value. What you're going to do, and I know this is annoying, but you have to save your configuration, okay? If you don't save your configuration, the settings that you just changed will not be available next time you restart Skyrim. Your settings will be completely resetted to the Truth ENB standard defaults. And you don't want that, right? You want to be able to tweak your settings. So always remember to click Save Configuration in order to keep your settings. All right, so that's a little bit of brightness boost, right? If you can't see the College of Winterhold, let's say you want to see distant objects a little bit better. So you're going to go in here and you're going to go to Environment. You're going to scroll down to Ambient Lighting. Under the Environment tab in the enbseries.ini, go to Ambient Lighting intensity night. That will actually increase the ambient lighting, as you can see. So you can tweak that if you want to. Let me go ahead and save that. Let me just show you what we've done so far. So as you can see, we've boosted the nighttime brightness just a little bit so we can see at night. And so yeah, that's how you kind of change the brightness of objects directly in front of you. Again, let's say we want point light sources to be brighter. So you would go to point lighting, and you can change the intensity of a point light source. It increases the point intensity light for all of the lights in the game. Okay, so it's morning now. Let's say we want to change the fog. Let's look at that nice, beautiful view here. This kind of graphical fidelity is what an ENB does for you. It makes your Skyrim run better, and just makes it look nicer. But for me, it gives me more FPS than what I would have previously gotten, so that's kind of what I'm going for. That's kind of why I use it. But it also does improve the graphics as well. Alright, let's do this again. It's not working. If something's not working, just try a different multiplier. Like, it might be sunrise instead of dawn. Yeah, there it is. So you can see you can thicken the fog or reduce the fog, and it increases or decreases your visibility. Pretty neat, in my opinion. So you can actually turn the fog off almost. There's no fog, and visibility is great, right? So this is just a couple of things you can do with an ENB. Another thing, this particular ENB has hotkeys. So if you hit Shift F12, it toggles the effects that you have. So look at that. There's okay. So I've noticed that the Shift F12 takes screenshots. This is something that Steam does, I'm pretty sure. And it's really annoying. But you can turn those off. Actually, if you go in here, in-game screenshots, shortcut key, you can change this. Oh shit. I'm gonna change mine to F11. Just so it's kind of out of the way. Actually, no, we can't do that either. Let's do F10. That's a nice shortcut key. Okay. So now that that's off, we can kind of hit Shift F12. You can see that this is toggling the effect on the screen. Look at that. Isn't that nifty? You can toggle effects on and off. There it is. So effects are on again. So you can kind of change the fog during the daytime too. Basically just increases or decreases the fog density, or like the fog distance. This is just really nifty if you want to play around with something, or if you want to take a specific screenshot and you don't like the fog, you can turn the fog all the way down like this, right? And then you can take your screenshot with your beautiful character that you worked so hard on, right? So just like get a nice pose for us. Pose for us, Namira. Good. All right, give us a torch. Nice. Look at that. That's just a nice screenshot. We'll use our new screenshot key for Steam. And there we have it, folks. A nice screenshot.
Come on.
Uh-oh. See, this is why you always pause or open the console before you start messing around with the ENB settings. This is a prime example of just why you do that, okay? Let's see, I can't find it. Okay. I don't know, the depth of field's not really working. I mean, it kind of works, but not really. Oh, there it goes. Yeah. Okay, so you can kind of see the depth of field here. The distant objects are blurry, and whenever you focus on them, they become sharp again. So
I'm right
defocus, they're blurry. Focus, they're sharp. And you can actually toggle this effect if you don't like dynamic depth of field. You can shift F7 and see now everything is sharp again. I actually prefer no depth of field, to be honest with you, but that's your preference.
Yeah.
Okay guys, one more trick you can use in this ENB. Alright, so say we want to increase the saturation, right? That's just one more effect I'd like to show you guys. So we're gonna go ahead and do this. It is daytime in Skyrim, so what we can do is we go over here, alright? go to effects again, and color saturation is what you want to look at. If it's daytime, you can actually increase the saturation here. Notice how it's already boosted because I like slightly more color saturation than normal. It's 1.78. If we increase that though, or decrease it, like look at this, now the whole world is gray. But let's increase that back up, and you can actually really get some vibrant colors there. If that's kind of what you're preferring, a more fantasy colorful style, you can increase the saturation. Just make sure you choose the proper time of day. Yep, so that's about it, guys. Everything is saturated, everything is colorful. I think it's a bit too much, personally. Look at that chicken. That's a red chicken. Holy shit. That's what saturation does, guys. Okay. All right. If you need a more in-depth tutorial on how to install the ENB or how to use it, just let me know in the comments and I'll create another video. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next time.